Hello my friends and viewers, this is Gabriela Stardust reporting you from Lakeland, Florida, and this video will be not longer than 15 minutes and I will give you an explanation to it. It was taken from me on the 30th of last month, September, and I will explain to you and show you what we do see here in this clip and what I want you to look for and pay attention to. I cannot make this clip any longer than 15 minutes, my friend, because YouTube have censored everyone's clips which are longer than 15 minutes. Otherwise it runs over Google and you have to give your permission that Google actually, can capture or keep your video clips you show, and this is something what I do not like. You see in this clip here, you see those dark chemtrails with this very extremely unusually clouds, and I never have seen those clouds before in my whole life. Then what I would like you to look at, the sun is here in this area. Here on top you can see a round dark object which we will see and will not move away to no time. It stays there the whole time, and then you can see already those, let me show it a little bit better to you here right now. You see those dark rays. Those dark rays, they go into the clouds. Sometimes they are wider, sometimes a little bit smaller, and I believe these rays are made from something what is in the back of the sun is much bigger than the sun, or from other smaller objects that are very close to the sun, and they are reflecting those dark shadows into our skies and in our atmosphere. You can see it much better here if I play a little bit with the light and I put a little bit more contrast to this whole area. There you can see the shadows, the dark round object. You can see, the sun is here behind. She will come out here and a little bit underneath, and I'm always wondering, why we see those white and bright rays from the sun, which are actually very unusually for us to see. Normally the sun showed us smaller rays in every direction, but this is maybe because we do have a sun simulator in front of our sun, and we do have other bigger objects in the sun's front or on the side, around, very close, which are throwing these big shadows into our skies. I have to play a little bit around with this light here because I don't want no double reflection into this clip, and therefore I will go back and forth so that you can see much better what I'm talking about. If I do it a little bit more darker, you can see the sun rays or the rays, whatever they are, coming out here. In a little bit, it was the time when I actually filmed this, it was around 7:30, I believe, 7:30, 7:40. The sun still goes down too much far out in the southwest area. You can see the ray here. This is this dark blackish looking cloud where you can see there's a shadow throwing into this area, and also right behind the chemtrails you still can see those dark rays coming out. And I have also recognized that these rays coming out, let me say maybe 10 days ago it started, that we have the same rays here. It is dark appearing and looking coming from the opposite side of the sun, coming from the east side. At the same time when the sun went down, we have those dark rays coming out on the east side, which cannot be reflections from our moon, my friends. There must be something else which throw those reflections into our atmosphere and into our skies. Have to play around a little bit back and forth to make everything a little bit more visible. Like you can see, rays coming out, but also those dark shadows, sometimes small, sometimes a little bit wider. You see those round looking orbs all over the place, because I think the way they do in the chemtrails, some of these, they are just open spots which you can see into the chemtrails and into the clouds, and they're just, you know, shining through. But some of these round, very round looking orbs, and they are shining, they are actually planetary objects, and I believe they are from the Nemesis system. There are their moons and little planetary objects. I'm sorry for moving around the camera, but sometimes I have to move the camera around because I don't want no double reflection. I don't want no big lens flares like I have the lighter ghostly ones underneath here. I want to make sure you see everything what I try to show you, so that you can see, and you have to look for those things, my friends. Shadows are most of the time showing us an object. If we see a shadow behind a chemtrail, behind a not so dark cloud, or in our atmosphere, and it is a round looking shadow, there's no other way that it can be something else as a planetary object which is sneaking through those chemtrail clouds, through our atmosphere, and showing themselves. Otherwise, there is no other way that we see those round objects. For what a reason, we never saw them in all those years before, and now all of a sudden we see them more and more, and they're getting bigger and stronger in their appearance, and we see more and more of these round orbs, these round planetary objects. And I believe because the system is here, and the system is showing us the whole system. They're showing us the whole face. If we would not have all these chemtrails, these dark, big and thickening chemtrails, look at this here, very round, and it also seems like it is glowing and have a ray coming out. You know, all this is it is not normal, my friends. It is not normal. With all the chemtrails, it's getting, you know, more and more strange and more difficult to show you actually the real objects. Like I said, if you see something, I tell you, these are lens flares, and the lens flares are always on top of an image, of a picture, or of a video clip. Like you can see, they're moving around, looking a little bit ghostly here because the sun is coming out, reflecting more in my camera right now. And this is the reason, when it is in this specific angle here, that you see more lens flares. But everything what you see here in the back, what you see in the skies, behind, to the side, underneath, a little bit more far out, which is stationary, stay there for longer than 20 seconds or a couple of seconds. This is never a cloud or a cloud opening, my friends. This is something which is there, which is close around to our sun, which is in an inner solar system, which is closer now to the Earth. And like I said before, the rays we're seeing here, sometimes wider, sometimes smaller. They're starting small and then they're going wide out. This is what we see the most of the time from our sun. If we see something like that in the east sky where the sun is not going down, it's the opposite side from the sun, you can count on there must be another object reflecting into our atmosphere, into our skies, and must be, I don't know if it is close to our Earth or how far it is out, because if you see those rays so extremely in the east skies like you see it with the sun, it must be at least an object which have an own light, an own reflecting, which, you know, is a part of light, but not that much. But we see those reflections, like I said, maybe the last 10, 14 days, and I have recognized it, and I am really worried about those rays coming from the east skies and not from the southwest skies where the sun actually is going down. I let you go into this clip here right now and let you watch it a little bit longer. Here I was going to show you the chemtrails, you know, late in the evening, where there is actually no necessity for chemtrailing the skies, because if it is just, you know, to help our Earth, and is a process of preventing the global warming, then it doesn't make no sense when they're chemtrailing so late in the night, so late in the evening, because the sun will go down anyway. She's going around, she's in a different part of our Earth, and it will go dark in our area. So why they are still chemtrailing our skies when the sun is about to set? It doesn't make no sense. I think it is more the reason to prevent us from seeing all those objects in our skies, in our afternoon, late evening skies, or in our morning skies, because a whole bunch of cameras from around the world have actually taken pictures of dark shadows, reddish and blackish shadows. Like you can see, there's still a light source here on top. Okay, my friends, this was actually, you know, something I was going to show you, and I hope you enjoyed the clip. I hope you have seen what I have seen. I cannot make this clip any longer because otherwise they don't want to upload it. So you all be safe. Watch the cell phone users, my friend. Keep on looking into the skies. Get prepared. And I'll see you to a different day, different time. Thank you for coming and watching and sharing. And you all be safe, my friends. I love you. Bye-bye.